the next presentation is from Lawrence and Joe. Joe, your name's not on there, I'm really sorry. Lawrence and Joe from Carefree Cornwall, who are going to talk about their free transport scheme. There's a mic under there. Sorry.
Firstly, I don't know about anyone else, but these presentations are all amazing. And I was sat there feeling quite emotional, thinking about the young people that we work with in Cornwall. And I'm just blown away by everyone. You're all so confident. Okay, so we're going to talk about free transport. My name is Jo McQueen. I am the Youth Work Manager for Carefree Cornwall, and I work mostly with care leavers aged between 16 and 25. I'm going to pass on to Lawrence.
My name is Lawrence. I'm a young entrepreneurial care leaver from Cornwall. I represent Carefree Cornwall, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them. Carefree Cornwall is a local charity in Cornwall that's supported me for the past decade while I've been a care leaver. They offer voluntary agency. They're a voluntary agency working with care experienced 11 to 25-year-olds to have a good life. They make up 1/3 of the PA services. They are participation and engagement. They do voluntary youth work and care leaver groups a week, including, sorry, it's got to breathe, separated children seeking asylum groups. They offer peer mentoring, career support, art, sports, and emotional health, and they build themselves on positive long-term relationships.
Okay, so how did this happen? How did we get free bus travel? Bernardo's, who came before us, were a key partner. We joined the Triangles project in 2018, and we identified transport as being a massive issue in Cornwall for young people. We then applied for funding with them, and in 2020 we got a transport campaign youth worker, and they ran a research project with young people focus group, and we also had £6,000 to spend on bus passes as a trial. Then COVID hit, so that was fun, giving out bus passes when you couldn't go on the bus. But we managed it. It was hard, but we did it. And we basically had to move all our research online. But we still went out and visited a lot of young people. We then produced the report alongside Bernardo's, and they launched the national campaign, which is Transport for Freedom, which I hope you all know about. And in 2022, we went along with them with our young people, and we lobbied MPs at Parliament around free transport. This was then discussed in Parliament last year in December, and we had a visit by Richard Holden, who's the Under Secretary of Transport, in February this year. So when Richard Holden visited, we managed to get everyone around the table, and it was put forward to Cabinet in April, and it went live last month. So it's very new. So we've just got a little film because made by young people about why this matters.
It's just obviously having that little bit more freedom than just being stuck in the four walls of this flat.
Go out with my little boy, do things, because I've got anxiety, so I'm not good at like going out places, but then that will give me the confidence to get out and do things with him.
It's really important for independence, because that is what a lot of us are, very independent from a young age.
Well, it'll help with my mental health, with my stress, because I'll be able to get to places with my business. I'll also be able to go down and see my son a lot more, and also be able to go to my mum's grave a lot.
Oh, it'd mean the world for him to go and see my mum a lot more. To hug my mum is just amazing. I've missed it. It's the thing I've missed the most.
There's been times where I've not had the money to get the bus, and me and my little boy haven't been able to see my mum, and it's made me feel quite low.
It's been absolutely excellent.
It's been really handy.
It's been really good for my mental health, actually. Going out and just being
free.
Like, I can take up more overtime at work, which has been really handy.
I've been food shopping. I've been to get my prescriptions.
Using the bus pass that I've been given by Carefree is allowing me to go to the gym basically every single day.
When I get ill physically with my health condition, I become very unwell, and then I'm unable to look after myself. And 9 times out of 10, it leads to hospitalisation.
I'm not struggling as much for just for some food.
A lot of money stress was around transport. It's saving me at least 150 quid a month.
I've saved about 100 quid.
The bus pass is important to me because it means I can get out and I can do what I need to do to get better.
I think that having a bus pass is really important for care leavers. It is promoting independence.
Lots of care leavers have really bad mental health, and I think that they need to be able to see their families and get out a lot more.
It would be helpful to those who are maybe in a more vulnerable place, because it just gives you that little bit of motive, in such a dark place. If that, it's just any tiny bit of light, to make that breakthrough, to give people hope, it has a huge difference on people's lives. It really does have more of an impact than you could imagine, actually.
So, things we have learned: get the right people around the table to talk to young people. The visit by Richard Holding, Undersecretary for Transport, enabled everyone to sit at the table and listen to young people. This made all the difference. Focus on your strengths. Ours is engagement with young people and our relationship with corporate boards locally. Bernardo's is national campaigning. And support from your local authority, head of service and corporate parenting board is key. Also, Transport Department in Cornwall sorting out logistics between all the different bus companies in Cornwall. We couldn't have done this without their support.
So, how's it going to work in Cornwall? So, we've just started, and it's new. We are focusing on our 18 to 21-year-olds. As it says there, they're identified and contacted by their PA. They shouldn't already have a bus pass, and they shouldn't have any other scheme. They're emailed a link. They then have to download a pass, enter a code, and they get 3 months then from the activation. It's only available in Cornwall, and it's only available for Cornwall care leavers at present. We then hope, after the 3-month trial and ironing out all the bits and pieces, that we're going to start rolling this out to 21 to 25-year-olds. At the moment, we're trying to identify those young people that are really in need of a bus pass. And once that trial period is looked at, we're going to look at the costings and roll it out. So funding. Firstly, we had a commitment by elected members. We also had corporate money allocation. And at the moment, we're unsure of how much this is going to cost. We're only paying for what young people use. After the 3-month period, we're just going to we're going to look at the projections and analyse it, and then look at all young people.
Have we inspired you? Let's make this national. If a rural county like Cornwall can do it, so can you guys.
Another great project, and transport is something that can help break down so many of them other barriers that care experience young people face. And I agree with Lawrence. If Cornwall can do it, why can't everybody else?